have something like this, like others don't have. For example, that Felicia with the eyes, like with the birds, that small. Yeah, that one. Right? Yeah.
All right, guys, we are live. It's your boy Chris, Istanbul, Turkey. You know how I do. And I've showed this shop before. It does sneakers, it does bags, they have watches, they also have some sunglasses as well. It's a really good place. I've actually seen this place grow from the time they thought about building it to now and how it keeps advancing. And it's not done. They are trying to really build out their sneaker collection of high quality imported sneakers. Designer, mostly all designer. But they have a beautiful bag shop, 2 stories. Very well hidden place. You got to know where to go to find this type of place. They don't really advertise it anywhere, nothing like that. It's a nice, quiet place you can come to and really take your time when you're shopping. Really listen to the salespeople here when they're explaining. If you have questions about the bag or the shoes or anything like that, they're going to give you a lot of attention, a lot of personal care. So I wanted to come here today because it's freezing cold outside and crappy weather. And I felt, okay, let's go inside here. We'll stay warm today for now and show these people some high quality bags and high quality sneakers, because we've been showing you a little bit of the lower quality stuff you guys can get. And also what we did, if you guys watched our Wednesday live stream, we were at the Fatih Wednesday market, the largest street market in all of Istanbul. We bought a low quality Chanel bag, little tiny bag. Now, if you guys watched that live stream, it's very difficult when you go to that market to find anything that's close enough to a bag that actually exists. So you're going to pay a little bit more at that market to actually find something we can bring here and compare. So there was bags at that market you get for $3, right? This bag I paid almost $10 for, but it was because it was actually, it was like 9 and change. 9 and change we paid for it. It was actually a bag that they actually make in higher quality. We felt we're going to bring that bag just so you can see and compare, what you can get. Now, obviously, you're not going to be able to tell the difference much in the leather through a lens like this. You're not going to be able to really feel it and touch it and everything like that. So, the leather of the real one, this is plastic. So there is a difference. However, we'll get to that in a little bit. I just wanted to show you. I'm with my wife, Ida, right there. She's right there. And we're going to look at the sneakers. So Ida, do you want to start? Let's start with the sneakers. Let's start with high-quality sneakers. A lot of you guys asked me recently, you guys want to look at some Golden Goose. We can show that here. Balenciagas. I have everything. Now, this one was very interesting because I consider this the Christian Louboutin that anybody can wear because it's actually a nice colorway. Simple, nice colorway where it's a little more earthy tone, stuff like that, compared to other these. These require you to have a certain level of fashion sense. I'm not saying a good fashion sense. I'm just saying a certain type of fashion sense that you would want this. Like, not everybody. Okay, the majority of people do not want it. They don't want this. But there are people who do want this. And this is a high quality shoe. Now, me personally, I do have a pair of Louboutins. They're spikeless. I find them very comfortable, cushiony, but I don't know. I find them to be a little bit too stiff of a shoe. And it's just because, I don't know. It's where you wear it to an event. It's not something you wear every day. That's how I look at it. What are you looking at here?
This one, it's the first time that I'm looking something similar.
Okay, similar to what?
Looks like a sock.
It's a sock,
usually,
like the Balenciaga
women
sock.
wear these like loafers.
Oh yeah, the low ones, yes.
Yeah, and these comes like boots, socks.
Yeah, so something like, let's see if we can find the shoe here. It would be over here. It would be over here. No, I don't see it. I know what you're talking about. Something similar like this style, but that's the boot. So you're getting a mix of the Balenciaga sock with your shoe as well. These are pretty cool too. These are new. What do you think about something like this? Too much, right? It's very loud.
Too loud.
But in America, we have a gang called the Crips. They wear blue. Bloods wear red. And this, to me, is modern day.
But it's a nice shoe,
This is. I could see a very fashionable member wearing something like this. It's a little different.
I would prefer
20 years ago, you couldn't get away with this. But yeah, snakeskin. These are actually very cool too. Now, for me personally, a very chunky shoe. Do you like a chunky shoe, or do you like something? You have Balenciagas?
Yeah, I don't mind.
They're a very large shoe. We also have the Off-Whites, the Odysseys, which is a very bulky type of shoe. Which we both have them. The Odysseys, and right here, this one right here. And
Yeah, I'm thinking.
it's a very heavy shoe. It's a very heavy shoe where when we wear it, you wear it for a couple hours, you feel tired.
Yeah.
Like your legs feel tired. Like you really, and you have to get used to the spikes because it's like a bounce. But very good shoe.
And
very
this
comfortable.
run larger than your actual size.
I don't think so.
I think so.
I don't think so.
Like
but I'll listen to her.
half
as well.
size, I think.
Okay. But there, you have to get used to that shoe though. Like it's a
like
unique
extra
step. It's a unique
exercise.
step, and yes, your calf muscles and stuff. It's just a different way of walking. Whereas something like a Golden Goose, more in that like Adidas, Samba, Campus, Gazelle style. Very lightweight. I always said about this one, if you guys used to watch my old channel, why would you want dirtied up shoes at the factory? Like they're designed this way. Why would you want this? I'm just joking. People do like the Golden Goose, and they have a lot here to pick from. A lot of different ones as well. And these are all Chinese imports, just so you guys know. They have a very small Jordan collection right now, but they are building out more shoes. This is 3 floors, this building, but the 3rd is stock for bags, shoes, things like that. They wanted to turn the 3rd floor into shoes, but then that would require them to have a new stock room facility, and they have to find something local to where they can run back and forth. And
It's very interesting shoe.
yeah, this is very different. Do you like this one or no?
Yes, I like.
It's like a high wall. It kind of reminds me of a mix of like a Chuck Taylor, a Converse Chuck Taylor, but modernized. I wonder how they do on the roadways here.
I don't know either.
It's a summertime shoe. Obviously, in this type of weather, getting wet, slippery ground, the cobblestone here, you need some good shoes. I'm shocked. I bought these in Asia. She's got hers over there. We bought those here. These are Vietnamese. Those are Chinese made. And I got to tell you, on the roadway here, it's been rainy and wet, not slippery at all. 100% not slippery at all. I took off my reverse Panda Dunks and haven't been wearing them since I bought these because the better the shoe is, higher the quality, the harder it is to walk on these wet cobblestones.
Yes,
And it's dangerous. It gets a little like you're walking downhill like trying to brace yourself. It's crazy. So I got a little Jordans right here. I call this the MJs. Michael Jackson, not Michael Jordan. The MJs, little glitter. Beat It, Billie Jean, Thriller. So like I said, they have to build out a little bit more of their Jordans. They got black hats. Okay, they got the off-whites and stuff like that. But it takes time. You have these right here as well. Travis Scott's. I would love for them to build out their sneaker collection more and come with... Because there are places where I walk into and it's so rare. High quality. Like this level of quality here in a selection for Nikes is extremely rare in Istanbul. Extremely rare. And when a VIP shop, something that does have that collection of Nike Dunks, Air Force Ones, Travis Scott Jordans, stuff like that, you immediately notice it at a high level. Like you'll see it at the low level, and you're not really impressed. You go, oh, they have selection. But when you touch them, you're like, eh. But when you see the higher quality stuff, and you see all the dunks and everything like that, you kind of really start going, these are nice. And this is the only place I've seen them at, And my wife and I were having this conversation last night that, it's noticeable. There's certain shops that are very noticeable when they have a certain thing that they do better than everybody else, and you're kind of like, you would hope other people would catch on and do that. But it costs them a lot to bring in this high quality sneakers, because sneakers nowadays are heavy. A lot of sneakers are heavy. They're not lightweight any longer. And like a shoe like this, okay, if you have Yeezys, right? Business tip here. If you were buying Yeezys from Asia, they flat pack. Like this is stuffed right now, but they flat pack. You can get more Yeezys in a box. They're lighter weight, right? So Yeezys sell cheaper here. But something like this, you're not compressing this down. You'd ruin the shoe.
Yeah.
And it's heavy. It's bulky and it's heavy. They take up so much size. They can only bring in so many sizes from Asia. That's why you just don't see this level of high quality in a fuller assortment. It's much more difficult for them to put together. And it costs you a lot more money too. And that's, something that, you got to keep in mind. That if you're standing in Turkey and you're buying high quality Chinese imported sneakers, you're paying a bit of a premium. So always keep that in mind. And the lady stuff too. Like, what do you think about these new Uggs? I call these the rubber ducky.
Yeah,
or
like duck.
The Donald Duck or something. Like,
They're
let's say a duck.
unique, but I don't know if I can wear them. I don't know. It's not my style.
Make sure so we have only 7 people. I know it's early. It's only 12:30 here. 7 people watching. No comments yet, but I'm going to reload let me reload my chat because I'm just going to put this right here for a second because sometimes. Oh, let me reload this chat again. Let me go back. All right, nobody's chatting. But more people came in.
You know
So-
which sneakers I like?
Show me.
Like
Show me what you
this. I don't know how they call it, track 4, 3, and they look like a little bit dirty, but I like
A little
this.
bit dirty? My love, these are very dirty. These are beyond dirty. I make jokes about the golden goose being dirty. These are very dirty looking. Let me ask you, so why do you like a dirty shoe? Why would, like, they have the shoelace wrapped around because the shoe's falling apart? Like, that's supposed to symbolize that the shoe's falling apart, you know, or the laces are too long.
I don't know why I like
This looks like you could find this looking shoe at the gypsy market in Albania.
Yeah, but those are not brand new. Like, this is
So the
very
bottom,
nice.
you get brand new bottoms, never worn, but it's dirty as anything.
Yeah.
And you like that, huh?
Yeah, I like this shoe. Very nice one.
So I should just buy you like 3rd and 4th hand shoes and you'll be very happy.
No, that's not true.
See? What else we got here? There's something else. These were nice. I liked these recently. Oops. These right here. Very nice skate shoe style. What do you think about these? You like these?
Not my style.
I know it's not your style, but do you like them in general? Like a nice
It's
shoe?
not. Yeah.
Like
nice
the colorway is nice. The colorway, earthy tone colorway.
Yeah, design.
Yeah, it's a nice.
And
it's very
feels nice when it comes to when you touch the leather here.
Now you have these Balenciagas right here, but in yellow, right? Is it
Yeah,
that
in
one
yellow.
or is it that one? Same one, right?
I think it's same.
Same number?
One.
I can't
I
remember.
think same one.
Now you like them. You
Yeah,
find
they are the same.
Yeah, same one. You like them. You find them very comfortable.
Yeah.
Very comfortable. You guys want to know they have Loro Piana. They're the Loro Piana shoes. Some of you guys ask about this brand as well. I try not to focus too much when I'm making videos on the individual brands, more about the selection and quality. Because like everybody has their own favorite brands, right? Some people also too like very discreet brands versus very loud brands. Old style, old money versus like new money style, streetwear, loud. So it's all different. They also have some cool.
This is like very interesting shoe. Like I'm saying, like it's like comfortable but it pops, you know.
Yeah,
Like the
it's very
very
interesting.
unique,
Plus
yeah.
the leather. So you have different types of like a leather.
And also the bottom.
You have the big bottoms. Yeah, these are very interesting. They look like they'd be a good, especially if you needed to get a little extra height in your day. You know.
To look taller.
Yeah, if you felt no, but some shoes make you feel
Yeah,
taller.
of course.
Like you said, those made you feel taller. Those shoes made you feel taller. These, I don't know. They don't have the same
Yeah.
lift as hers because they're different models of New Balance. But also too down here, these see the Prada one in the back. Can grab that one and grab the Louboutin, the black one as well.
Black, okay.
So you know, with spring and summer coming up, maybe you guys are heading down to Dubai or coming over from the U.S. and then you're going to go to Mexico and places like that. You're going to need some fashionable. I'm going to call these flip-flops or slides. What are you going to call these?
Shapka.
It doesn't really matter. But I like how they went with the spikes on the bottom here on Louboutins. I don't know, same style, same type of materials. The advantage of that one is you get a little side pocket to put something in. Not much. I don't really know what you're putting in there. What else do they have? Let me check here. Oh, we got some questions. Rabia says, good morning, my lovelies. Good morning to you. Kevin Hayes says, do they have Adidas Gucci, Chris? Like collabs? I don't believe they have any. Oh, yeah, they do. They do. No, he's looking for collabs.
Not collabs.
No collabs. No collabs yet. They are still building this place out, so you have to give them a little bit of time. Like I said earlier, they don't have the stock room. So right now, they're trying to squeeze in as much as they can. But no, like we were over in Asia, you saw a whole collection, a lot of Gucci Adidas collabs over there, but not at this quality. That was Vietnamese mid-tier and lower quality. This is higher quality Chinese, but no, they do not have any of the Gucci Adidas collabs here. What are the prices of sneakers here? It all depends. It all depends. Like the Yeezys are going to run the cheapest, then the Jordans next. So I would say these, don't count me offhand, but I would say for these, probably around like 130. Those 130-ish. It's pretty normal for higher quality Yeezys here. Is anywhere from like 120 to 150 for the Yeezys. Jordans usually 150 and up from there, depending what it is, what Jordan it is. As far as designers go, designers at higher quality, minimum 200, 250 and up. They're all Chinese. You know what I mean? The only way to get these cheaper is directly from China. It's the only way to get this high level. And you can actually get a step above this one. There is one above, but way more expensive. A lot of people, for some reason, will opt for this quality when you have the option to get the higher quality if you're ordering direct from China, because it's like $40 cheaper. But I would say you do get a notch. You get a notch up. But yeah, so anything designer in Istanbul of Chinese imported, high Chinese imported, designer, 2 is low. But I would say 250, 350 is going to be the ask. That's going to be the ask range. And more popular shoes like the Louis Vuittons, like this kind of stuff, or the Nike Louis Vuitton collabos, going to be on the expensive side. Those are going to be on the expensive side. And that's opening price. The more you buy, and that's why like if you come to a place like this where they also have bags, watches, some sunglasses, sneakers, and you're buying different pieces, you can kind of get some room to work with. When you go into a place and you're buying one thing, like you just want this Alexander McQueen, and you just want this, you don't have much room, to wiggle with. So you're kind of at their mercy, especially if this is the one you want. Like you went around and you felt this is the one I like this one the best, because you can go to multiple places and you could, come, touch, feel, take some photos. You go to a different place. You try to say, like prime example. You might notice that like this one looks like the original, right? The retail version, but then. Let's just say this is $250 here. Right? I don't know exactly what it is, but say it's $250. But then you go somewhere else, and they have it for $200. But then you took a photo of this one, and when you're comparing it, and this one looks like the retail, you might go, wait, there's supposed to be a line here. And the one you're looking at for $200 doesn't have that line, but the real one has that line. Or has a different stitch. There might be a cross stitch here, and it's not supposed to have a cross stitch there. Like, that happens. Like, if you shop around with different people, and they have different methods of looking and remembering things from shop to shop, which is very hard to do. Like when we were in Asia, if you watched that video, we were going from shop to shop to shop. They were all selling basically the same level of quality of shoes, but you had like 3 levels to pick from. And it would be kind of hard at times to go, wait a second. And they were confusing themselves and confusing you, because if you're dealing with somebody at a higher level, they're a little more like, no, these come from Vietnam, this comes from China. If you're dealing with somebody who's just a shop person, they're going to say whatever's on the label. Oh, it all comes from, it's Vietnamese. These are Vietnamese. And they're showing you the label, and you're trying to tell them, like, no, the label says Vietnam. The real ones are made in Vietnam. So you kind of have to remember that. When you're shopping at this level, you know these are not Turkish made. Quality is way different. And the higher level is going to be Chinese. There's going to be a huge difference you're going to notice in coloring and things like that. The Chinese stuff is much closer in detail and things like that. Whereas the Vietnamese gets a little iffy. But you can get a good bang for your buck with Vietnamese at times. All right, my love. So the shoes we did, they have roller bags, backpacks, a lot of new stuff. They get new stuff all the time. The new stuff moves very quick because they bring in... They have a lot of bags here. They have a lot of bags. And a lot of this stuff is Chinese imported because they don't do certain things here in Turkey. So like these, the Louboutins, I talked about this before. These bags, they don't even attempt to make them here at the higher quality. So a lot of the stuff will be from China as well. Tons of bags here. This right here. This is the new Prada. I like this one. It's like small, sleek. This is a good bag to like put your laptop in and go to the cafe with, because it's not a big bulky bag. This is not a bag. You're not going to travel with this bag. It's not a travel bag. This is around town, around the city bag. Put a laptop in, your iPad in, do some work at a cafe, keep it moving. It's not a serious type of. I'm taking this on the plane. We're going traveling. It's not one of those bags. Let's see what else we got here. tons of duffels, like I said. They even have the diaper one, the diaper bag. The diaper bag. Let me just check real quick. They have this one right here. Check. Rump says, hey. Chris, you are alarming. No. Amazing. I'm trying to guess what that could be. Ameling. I'm going to go with amazing. They also have wallets and stuff here as well. They have different wallets here. A lot of different wallets. They have all the accessories too. Like Louis Vuitton has all these accessories you can attach to your bags and everything. A lot of different stuff. When you come to a shop like this, these things are usually the cheapest of anything you come across in a shop like this. They have belts over here as well. They have belts over here as well. They got belts. I'm not sure what that is. That's a crazy belt buckle right there. There's belts. And here they size all the belts for you, everything like that. This is also a watch case. This is a Louis Vuitton watch case. I believe it holds 3 watches. Oh yeah, I didn't show over here. Let me come over here. Ooh, let me squeeze through. So this is all men's. This is all men's here. All men's products. This was a 3-piece. This was a 3-piece set. It had a backpack, duffel bag, and this little bag. And it's all gone. All gone. I'm not sure that's very manly.
No.
Is that manly? Sunglass case. The sunglass case is pretty cool. Let's open that one up. Yeah, if you need a serious sunglass or eyeglass case.
Oh, yes, also.
Yeah, very nice. That is very nice. Big luggage. Now, they broke my bag and my wife's bag.
The airport.
In this, we don't know where it happened, whether they were loading the plane in Albania or when they were offloading it here in Turkey, in Istanbul. But they cracked my wife's bag up here, and they cracked mine down here, straight through, right into the inside. But a bag, I was talking about this, but a bag like this, you could never check a bag like this, to be honest with you. I mean, wifey, can you stand right there with the bag? Edith's going to show us this bag right here. They would destroy that bag in a heartbeat. How many trips do you think that bag would last? Before it looked like a crushed soda can.
Looks like metallic here, to be honest. You know, like more solid than our bags.
No, not more solid. Yeah, it's metal, but not more solid than my bag.
I don't know.
Like, I have a good bag that I got in America to travel with, and this past year it got beat up the worst. And now, a short flight, they kill it. Now I gotta figure out how to find another really good bag. This is the Bottega one I showed last year. In October when I was here. Now, this is like some type of pressed leather to make these ridges, make it a little more protected. I like this. To me, this is a round the city bag. You know, if I was going to go do some work at a cafe or whatever, I would take this bag. Just like that Prada one, to me it speaks functionality within the city. But, pretty roomy, I guess. But to me, I like this one because it's a little harder to protect if you wanted to put a camera in here or something like that. You're going to feel a little more safer. But these are definitely not like I'm going to the gym bags.
No.
They're not like I'm traveling bags. These are I'm going to the office. I have some things to do. I'm going to the cafe. I'm going to work at the cafe.
The leather is very soft.
Yeah, it's very good leather. I'm a big fan of Bottega because it's so discreet. I like Bottega because it's very discreet. And they also have a neoprene foam type of style one, but it's not neoprene. It's something else. But the Bottega looks like that's a good laptop type of backpack. There's all these other men bags. I like the Bottega. My Bottega wallet is finally crapping out on me. Where some of these are, I think 2 or 3 of these popped. It took about a year before anything happened. But you know what I realized? You just cut them off. Don't even try to fix them. Just cut them off. And it looks totally fine. Totally fine. So other men's stuff like this, very popular bag right here. A lot of people like this little one. Or these little ones right here. This is similar to the bag that I'm getting, but the bum bag one, the belt bag one.
Yeah.
I'm ordering a bag like this from China. It's a belt bag, but it's this style, this color pattern, colorway. You also have some Gaillard right here, toiletry bag. I'm not a fan of this style of bag, personally. I get it for travel. You put your toiletries in there, but I don't need to waste money on something like that. Me personally. That's me personally. If you want something a little more loud, you get these right here. You know what, wife? Let's go upstairs. Me and Ida are going to go upstairs.
There are some good selections.
Yeah, there's people over there, so let's go up. There's people up there, so let's go upstairs. You have your phone? Keep your phone on you. Where's your phone?
Yes.
Keep your phone on there. Do they have guy yard bags? Yes, yes. We're going to Showrooms. Chris, you're amazing. Thanks for all the great content. Well, you're welcome. Like I said, it's a little cold outside, so today we started our day here inside. We were going to come here yesterday, but yesterday the weather was terrible, and also we kind of got woken up from a sound sleep. And I don't like to talk negative about coming here. However, to Istanbul. However, there was an incident on our street that woke us up from a sound sleep. A woman screaming, 3 guys going down the street following her, and then we found out later that she got off the tram and somebody robbed her on the tram, and they were chasing the person that robbed her. And it's like, but we just jumped out of bed, like, because we have a balcony that overlooks the street, so it was like a little more noisy. And as much as like it's cool having a balcony that overlooks the street, but I stayed in the same hotel and had a non-street side. Better sleeping non-street side. So maybe as long as you have a window. But my wife smokes cigarettes, so the balcony's a plus for her. So she doesn't have to go outside the hotel to smoke. So we got some Bottega bags. My wife's a big Bottega bag fan.
Well, they have
the
different
Jody.
sizes.
Oh, that big Jody. That's a big Jody. That's a big Jody. Which Jody? Which one Jody is that?
Oh, I don't remember.
She doesn't know which Jody that is, but that's a Jody. That's one of the Jodies. Think of the other Jodies here.
These are the mini Jodies.
Mini Jodies. Which Jody do you have? What's one is called?
Mini.
You have the mini Jody.
This, I think, is twin.
And you got yours from China.
Yeah.
But she also has a Bottega from here. She has this style in a red. So exactly.
It's like burgundy.
Burgundy.
Yeah.
So she has that from Istanbul. So she got the 2. Something I like to do. I like to get things similar or similar materials from one of each to see which one I do like better. And what did you feel that the Chinese did better than the Turks, and the Turks did better? Obviously,
comparing
the leather was
much better in Turkey.
Much better in Turkey at the higher end. But you felt the detailing of the Chinese detailing was.
No, like
I thought you felt the form of the Jody bag.
Oh, the form.
The form
like
was
it's more rounder because Jody bags come like with 2 shapes. Like one is a little bit more squarey, like normally what you see here.
Yeah.
And the Chinese is like rounder.
Yeah, you right off the bat you kind of said, oh, it's a little. But so you said you like to find the details were a little better, and the leather was better.
In Turkey.
In Turkey. And for Bottega being a leather, it's an all-leather type of thing, that's kind of what's important too, as well as that you're getting that leather feel. And also these are very popular. Now, these bags, the real ones, are only about 3,000 euros. When we were in Dubai,
yes.
And in Dubai, it's 5% tax and you get the tax money back. So if you're looking for the real stuff, Dubai is a great place to go to. Thailand is a good place to go to because you get the VAT money back, the VAT tax back. And the only drawback, though, is all the warranties on these luxury brands require you to return
to the country.
The warranty only exists in the country that you purchased it at. And if for you guys that buy the outlet pieces at the outlet stores, you can only return to the outlet store, and you're never going to be able to get that piece again because it doesn't exist. So it gets very tricky with luxury brands and returning stuff.
This is the bag that I have.
Yes, you have this one.
A little bit bigger. So
you have the hard one though. You have the hard material one.
It's
you don't. You have the hard one. You have the hard material, which I'm trying to see. Do they have the hard material one? No, they don't have it. So she has the hard material one.
And this is limited edition. So if you feel this leather is like really nice.
Yeah, you liked that one. You remember when you were here in December? You had sent the photo and said you really liked it. Somebody's saying, "Yikes, crime everywhere." Yeah, I mean, this is the only time I would say. The only time I've been here, and of all times I've ever been in Istanbul, this is the only time where we've seen 2 incidences like 2 days apart in the same area. Yeah, I mean, I come from New York, so it's not a big thing. It doesn't really bother me. But getting woken up out of a sound sleep is more bothersome to me than the. But yeah, listen, you ride the tram, you gotta keep your phone and wallet and stuff like in front of you, front pocket. It's very crowded in the trams. And it was early morning, though, which was a little odd. It was before 7,
It was at 6 a.m.
Yeah, like 6 something in the morning, so it was a little odd. But yeah, it happens. Crime happens everywhere. It's just a little. I didn't want to get woken up. That's really what happened. It ruins my day. Anyway, my love, you were saying that she has this bag, but she has the hard one. And these rings here started to chip. Started to chip. The paint started to chip. And then when she looked online and found out the real bag has the same issues. The real bag has the same issues. And she was like, oh, okay. Like, but it's weird that it could happen. I guess that's one reason not to get...
Yeah, like with this kind of metal that is...
Painted, yeah.
Yeah, painted.
It's like with the Jordans. I said this before. So like Dunks, Jordans, or whatever, there's so many colorways, right? But the simpler the colorway that doesn't revolve around certain parts of the thing being painted a certain color, a certain way that's very unique, I avoid those because I know in my own personal that's the first sign of any wear is on those more unique pieces. So whereas you're going to be better with the gold or the silver versus black. Black's very unique, right? It's unique. You get black metal, but that's going to wear quicker. So you had some denim YSL bags as well. You have this bag. You have this bag. You took that bag to Dubai with you, and the guys at Dubai at the Karama, yeah, they believed it was original, and we were like, no, it's fake. Where you get it from? Like Istanbul. So I wish they would have let me film in Istanbul, in Dubai, because I had an argument with a guy at this high-end hidden showroom, and it was crowded. There was a lot of people in there, and it was like basically an apartment. So every room had different. They had a watch room. They had like the living room was all bags, and it was funny because they had all these people in there, and I'm like, what are these people buying? Like mid-level shit? They're buying mid-level, and I'm like, so me and the guy was very pushy, and he was trying to sell me Cartier glasses, and he wanted €70 for the glasses.
70, yes.
And I took out my Cartiers and I said, do me a favor, man. Look at these and look at the ones you're trying to sell me. Your glasses are worth maybe $10 max. I said, your glasses are terrible and you want $70? And I said, what are you doing? So I was arguing with him and I said, listen, man, if I could take all these people right here, and I said, listen, you're better off just going to Istanbul here. Go to these places. You'll be way happier and you'll pay the same amount of money or less than what you're buying here and get double, triple the quality. And he was like, they don't let you film it now. They don't let you film. And I don't do the hidden camera thing. I kind of feel, to me, I don't want to get anybody in trouble in that light, because that can happen. I can get somebody in trouble as long as I get myself in trouble. You know, especially in Dubai, they have laws against filming people. You can't film anybody without consent. So I thought about it, that kind of stuff, but it was a no-go. It was a no-go. No-go. All right, so somebody wanted to see Gaillard. Gaillard is downstairs. So let's just going to go up here a little bit more. Let's show them a little bit more. What about anybody into badminton? You guys into badminton? You can get the badminton rackets here. I don't know. Would anybody that likes badminton go play Chanel? What do you think, love? Would you do this?
I don't know.
It's very cool. Can you put this one back?
Yes,
I think they had it like that. I'm working with one hand. It's my chat hand. My chat hand reads the chat. The British girls really love the Christian Dior saddlebag. My wife does not have a saddlebag. Yeah, like people, they like saddlebags. Like I don't really see it that much around. I see it being sold in Albania.
In
but
Albania?
Yeah, but not really. Girls have the saddlebag. They don't buy them. They don't buy them. Any men's backpacks, boys? Yeah, I showed them earlier on the stream. I'll show them again. They're right down there. There's backpacks there. That's some of them, and there's a whole other section with more designer men's backpacks. Yeah. Yep. Okay, so we have some different Chanel stuff here, and we're going to compare the street market Chanel bag with a better Chanel bag here. And obviously, like I said, you can't feel the difference. You can only see the difference. So we'll see. We'll take a look at that. We're going to come down. Which bag is this? YSL?
YSL. I don't know for what you can use.
I will say that
for gym or
if you guys follow me on Instagram, I posted a photo of the Hermes luggage. It's a luggage bag, the duffel bag, but it's not a duffel bag. The big bag.
Big one.
Yeah. It doesn't look that big right there. It doesn't look big right there. Like that doesn't look big. But if you hold that bag, it's crazy. Hold on, this is a very popular bag. We didn't talk about the Dior bags here. People love these bags. Do you guys love these bags, especially for spring, summertime? Going to the beach, going around on your holidays. To me, I look at this bag two different ways. If you're a person that likes this style and you use it year round, you get a high quality one. And if you're somebody who sees function for the beach or whatever, wherever you're traveling to in the world, you buy a cheap one at the street market. for whatever, $10, $15, and then you just use it as a tote, you know what I mean? If you like that style. But if you want it for all the time, you gotta get a high quality one. That's just how I look at it. These are also very popular as well. These are very popular bags. They also have pashminas here. They have the pet carrier. Now, somebody did give me somebody told me some good feedback on this one, that this is very hard. And if you have a pet that likes to stick their nose, it could hurt their nose. Which was a good feedback. But then again, like mesh, cats, their nails are so sharp they'd rip through any kind of softer mesh. So it's kind of like, Oh, Christian Louboutin duffel. Do they got cocaine in here or something? Like, that's heavy. That's heavy though, right?
Yes, it is. Perhaps it has style.
It's got filling in it, but...
Yeah, that's why it's heavy.
Oh, okay. It all comes with a strap right there. It's got the spikes. Very nice. Not my style, though. I think that's a commitment, though. Like, to rock a bag with spikes for a man, that's a commitment. We also have black luggage, Rimowa luggage here as well. More backpacks here. Upstairs is their stock. Watch your head when you're going down here, people. You don't want to hit your head. So here's some more backpacks right here. Like I said, a good amount of these are Chinese imported. Here's a guy art bag, but it's dark right here, so let's go over here. So now let's hit the Hermes. The Hermes, Yermes, Darmes, whatever you want to say. Not Hermes. So when you get Hermes, you're gonna have Epsom leather. Togo is the higher one. You also have Clements leather. Clements. It's called Clements. And what's the other one? There's a fourth one. There's Crocodile, obviously, as well. There's Crocodile. Crocodile. Now, you want real Crocodile, it's going to be, price is going to be $2,000, $5,000, $10,000. Depends on what bag it is and the Crocodile. But those you can get custom, so you can pick the color of croc and the color of your metal bits. So that's goes back and forth. Can get crazy on the price. Get very crazy.
They have also this style of Hermes. How's it called? Looks like bucket.
It's like a bucket bag. I don't know if they I don't know what they actually call it, but it looks like a bucket bag. I mean, these are extremely popular here in Istanbul. Something you see a lot of because Hermes is one of the things they do really, really well in Istanbul as far as bags. Hermes and Chanel, because of the leather quality. Also, to the Bottega, but I think because the Bottega is so soft, it's harder. We talked about the shape, and whereas like here, the leather quality determines how the bag reacts and everything like that. So Togo is pretty much double the price of the normal grade you see. So usually Hermes is going to be the higher price bag to begin with, but if you want the Togo leather, it's pretty much almost double or more sometimes. More, actually, I would say. But yeah, very popular here in Istanbul as far as what they make. They have more Hermes here as well. Here's a little one. And listen, you don't find Hermes at the low levels either.
No, we saw at the small market at Fatih.
But not like looking good.
Of course.
Like you can find low quality Louis Vuitton everywhere. Like this is probably the most popular low quality is Louis Vuitton. And they make this with like a plastic, you know? So these bags are a mix. Could be canvas, it could be lambskin, calfskin, leather in general. But this bag, because of the way it looks and the way it sits, they can replicate this in plastic very, very well. This and Gucci, because a lot of the Gucci stuff is canvas or different types of leather. So these two you see the most that look pretty decent in low level quality. And I'm talking low level. I'm talking $10 to $30, upwards of maybe $60 depending on what bag it is. But they're plastic. They're plastic. Just keep that in mind. What they cannot do right, because they don't spend the time, is they get the combinations wrong of how every bag is supposed to finish a certain way, right? Or how many they're supposed to be counted out. How many? Yeah, like the count. How they're supposed to be spaced. So at the lower level, this will be totally wrong. And also too the color depth the color depth between the logo and this, the monogram and this, is different on the cheaper ones. The depth is not there as well. And they're all different. So it all depends. You'd have to know the actual bag you want to really look at it. And that's at the high level, it's what they do very, very well, is understanding the obvious visual flaws from the qualities. Same thing as the sneakers. Like with the sneakers, one of the big issues with sneakers is you can get to a point and you can make the outside look really good, but how does the inside of the shoe look and feel? And that's what you're paying for at the high end, is a better finished inside shoe. And also too, like prime example, like these are low-level Chinese, and these are mid-level Vietnamese. They both have QR codes, right? But they don't scan. They don't scan. So when you buy like the one-to-one reps from China, UAs, the unauthorized ones, they scan. They scan just like you went to the store. So you're paying for these fine details. What bag do you like over here? Is
I
anything
like this bag. It's the first time that I see this in Istanbul.
Okay.
And it feels so nice. I think it's called Felicia something. I don't know. So it's Felicia.
So you get the little wallet inside.
And also the chain.
You get the chain as well.
Feels good.
Let me see if there's any more comments here. Let's see. So the stream quality is good. 23 you guys watching, thank you. A lot of you guys, it's early, but it's Saturday, so you guys in Europe can watch. And hopefully you're not too busy and you can watch, because we're going to be streaming again later in the afternoon outside. We decided to stay warm in the beginning, but we're going to be outside. We wanted to do high quality bags and shoes today, right now, because what I'm going to show you later is low quality. And I'm trying to give you guys a real big mix. I hope you guys enjoyed the watch video I did inside the Grand Bazaar. People were telling me like, it was kind of crazy. You know, my wife's like, I was getting worried about you watching, like, and I'm like, worried about what? You know, the guy did make an off-center comment saying that the Albanians he knows were cheap, and I said, "Boop, you hanging out with the wrong Albanians." So, you know. So anyway, here's the Gaillard. We also got the Bottega back here. So let's put this one right here. Put the Bottega. Now,
I'm not a fan of Goya.
yeah, me neither. It's too plasticky. To me, no matter how nice it is, it always feels plasticky. Right? But I understand it from some people like the look. They like the colors of the Gaillard. Some people, you'll see people rocking the green, rocking the orange, rocking the blue. Me, it's not my thing.
Look at this Fendi. Like, supposedly eyes to show.
It's like a, oh yeah, I get it. It's like a Hermes style, you know. We have the Gaillards here. Dior. Yeah, so they have your Gaillards. They have different Gaillard stuff. They also have the Gucci. Now, I've showed in last stream in October, I've showed the duffel bag of this design. It is so cool. I love this design in a big bag. Like the men's duffel bag in this. Showed that in a different shop. And it's gone. They sold it. So I'm not sure if it'll ever come back. But this is a very cool pattern because it just sticks out. You know what I mean? But not in a bad way. It doesn't stick out like some crazy design. It sticks out in a very cool way, like a very unique way.
This is the new Gucci bag.
Yes, seen those around. Yep, seen those around. Classic style. I like this one. Like this is the classic Gucci style, but this is a classic style bag. So you go with the black, with the silver, very classy. And when it comes to bag statistics, if you ever look online, Google trends, classic bags are always the biggest sellers in the retail and even in this industry. It's classic. It's always the biggest sellers. Whereas like the newer stuff, it's kind of hit and miss. This shop here does a very good job though of bringing a lot of the newer stuff in. They bring in the stuff that's a little different. They take more chances on doing that. Some places don't want to take the chances. They want to stick with what works. And that's how business works. You know, business, you're going to have businesses that go with the tried and true and other places that take a little more chances. Like something like this.
Bulgari?
You know, that's taking a chance, bringing a bag like that in here with that color pattern. You're going to find some girl who likes this, though. You know? She's going to like that color. So, yeah, you have a lot of different stuff. What other bags can we show?
Lowy?
Yeah, they have Lowy.
Miu Miu?
I do like this style of wrap over. Like, they have a version like this, which is a men's sling bag that has the fold over the wrap. But I tried to get it from China, and when I wanted it, they didn't have it. So nobody has it here that I've seen in high quality. Nobody. And to me, I thought it was a really cool bag, a really cool sling. Because in Europe, I pretty much wear a crossbody sling bag every day. Because I put all my stuff in there every day. It's much more convenient. You get your earbuds in there, pen, some paper, chapstick, whatever else is important. I throw my keys in there, whatever you need, extra cash in there. It's very important. Go with the bum bag. Go with the bum bag. All right, so we're going to go over real quick. They also have some jewelry here as well. Women's wallets as well. They have Chanel earbud for the pros. That's for the pros. Very, very classy. Very classy. So we showed you the sneakers. Balenciaga socks as well. We showed you the bags. But now we want to come over here and just show you real quick. They also do have these. This is just a little tasting. They have a whole separate shop for that. Just a little taste to remind you they do have watches here. I want to take another scan at the bags real quick. Take a look at these as well. Sorry, the heat's blowing on you guys right there. And that's the big ass Hermes. That thing is crazy. That is nuts. 2,500 euro, that is, they said. Beautiful bag, crazy. Okay. So this is a high quality bag. It's the same model. So this is going to be more accurate to the size then, because ours is bigger. So we bought this for about $10 from the street market. And you can, Wife, do you want to point out obvious things? First of all, ours is slightly dirty. Well, where is the dirt? Here. So we slightly baked in. I tried to clean this. You can't get this off. So that was that. I tried to get it in black. The guy said, "Oh, we don't have black." So that was another major flaw.
So the differences are also here on the chain.
Well, obviously, the quality of metal is going to be different as well. Like, this is very cheap metal. It's going to break. The color is going to be wrong on it also as well. Change over time incorrectly. Everything is going to be much more higher quality as far as the metal bits go, things like that. But we're also looking at the detail.
It's also leather inside here.
Well, what's ours inside?
Let me open it. I don't know.
It's like a plastic. I don't know. Well, this is leather and this is plastic. This is like, you can even tell, like go like this with your finger. Mm-hmm. And then go like this. This is plastic.
Yeah.
And you can even hear, I don't know if you guys can hear it, like. I don't think you guys can hear it. So you got a plastic bag. But this is what I'm talking about. Like, let's just put these back together like this. So you can see how rough the stitching is. I don't know if you guys can see. Hold on, let me move it this way. Get some light. But you can see how rough the stitching is on that right there compared to something like this where it's finished much better. So very rough stitching.
Also here.
Yeah, you can just tell it's not, it's rough. But $10. This bag is going to cost you a couple $100. So, but I just wanted to show you that, listen, some people see this and they say, this is what I want, Chris. I want the $10 bag. And then some people say, it's obviously a fake. It's plastic, number one, right? It's miscut, right? It's not straight. It's miscut, as you can see, it's miscut. It's not straight. See how hard? Do you see how, like, this naturally flows, right? Do you see how this one just curves? Like, it's like straight. You can see right here.
Also, when you hear the stitching,
yeah, the stitching.
Looks bad. Here, it's even.
But I just wanted to show you, because some people go, oh, I want a cheap bag. You can get a cheap bag. You can go to the street market and get a cheap bag. You can go anywhere outside and get a cheap bag for $10, something like this, or less. You can get ones cheaper, but they don't. But obviously, the thing you have to keep attention to is the detail is going to be all wrong. The size is going to be wrong. The materials are completely different. This is plastic. Also, too, the metal is going to be different quality. And you're going to obviously, from a distance, for a little kid, this is not bad. For a child, for a little girl, this is cool. This is not bad at all. But for somebody who is a bag lover, they want the bag that it feels, it's leather, it feels right, it looks right. It's like you look at it and go, oh, okay. And then you look at this one, you can see like, yep, it's not even, it's not straight, it's none of that. And that's what you get. I just wanted to show you. Like, with shoes, it's hard to show you too. Like I said, there's a certain level of quality of shoes where it kind of crosses over, where it's the insides then become the most important thing. You want a finished shoe on the inside. The shoe is so heavy. Like, these are finished shoes on the inside. Perfectly finished shoes. And when you get low-level shoes, low-quality shoes, the last thing they do is the inside correctly. So you can get a shoe, $8. I showed it on live stream. You can get shoes for $8. You're not getting these. I haven't seen copies of these for $8. But they're going to be lighter. Anything is going to be lighter. The insides are not going to be finished. They're going to be very thin insole. Also, too, on the cheap shoes, the stitching, even on the outside of the shoe starts to bust. Now, that can happen even on a real shoe. I'll put it like that. But it does happen. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else I want to show you guys. Let me check if there's any more comments. Turkey or China. Great idea showing the different qualities, Chris. Some people don't understand the difference. Yeah, well, the one thing you guys can't see from this camera, though, is the feel of the quality, right? Like, I can show you the crappy workmanship, but I can't make you feel the difference from plastic to leather. High-grade leather, plastic. Like, I can't tell you that on the camera. This is something when you come here and you're going around, and same thing with the bags. Like, you'll go outside in the street and you're going to see tons of these bags. You see a lot of this. A lot of this in cheap. A lot of this in cheap. And these are mostly all canvas, right? It's canvas, Gucci Supreme canvas, stuff like that. So when you're outside, you're going to feel plastic. And to you might be like, okay. But then when you get in here, the zipper's smoother, everything. Also, too, on the low level, the size is not right. The size is always wrong on the low level bags. The size is always wrong. And the leathers, the zippers are always cracked. But also, too, the pattern, the way the pattern's supposed to sit. And also, this is Gucci Supreme canvas. Out on the side, it's going to be plastic. So you're paying for the details. That's pretty much it. You're paying for the details. But yeah, plastic bag, cheap metal bits, leather, higher quality metal. Now, could you find flaws on any of these bags? Of course you can. They're handmade. They're handmade. Shit happens. It does happen. So this is our bag. We will find somebody to give this to. We want to give it to the niece, but she's a little young. She doesn't need a bag yet, but they can hold on to it. We'll see how long it holds up with her. I think that's pretty much everything in here, right? Because they get a little crowd. It's getting a little noisy in here. I don't want to hold you guys up. 23 people watching. Thank you guys. Make sure you hit the like button, the subscribe button. If you're not already subscribed, turn on the bell notification so you know when I go live. Because with my current setup, the way I stream now, I can't really do the notification system on YouTube. It doesn't allow me to because I stream to multi-platforms. So I can't do it like that. It's just a matter of I'll leave like a 2 to 3 minute to 5 minute delay from when I start streaming to when I actually appear on air. So this way you guys can come in. It's starting soon, things like that. But all right, guys. We are going to be back shortly, probably in an hour or two maybe. It's 1 o'clock here now. And then we're going to be outside the Grand Bazaar, going on the cheap street. High quality, cheap prices. Does that really exist? We're going to find out. We're going to look at some clothes, we're going to look at some sneakers, some cheap bags. We might buy a couple of things we find interesting. But I'm going to tell you that it's not high quality. That's 100%. Spoiler alert, it doesn't exist. High quality costs high prices. Cheap stuff, cheap prices. But sometimes the cheap stuff, they ask crazy prices. You have to know how to haggle. I am becoming a very ruthless haggler. I have to have fun, but I don't like to be taken advantage of. And a lot of you guys do not like to haggle. You won't do well. But yeah, like, don't insult people when you haggle. Don't ever get in a stupid part. But if they insult you, do what I do. Get mad and be like, you're crazy. I would like to get back into the bazaar today, but I don't think that's happening because I want to walk in there with my camera, and security might be like, why do you got wires all over the place? What's going on here? All right, any more last minute questions? Is there any way to get a VSF Rolex in the bazaar? Yes. Not very common here, but there is a place. Clean Factory 2. Clean Factory. I know of one place here that has Clean Factory, true Clean Factory. Very rare here, very expensive. If you're here and you're somebody that, listen, I'm only going to buy a watch if I can touch it or feel it, then you're going to have to overpay for it here. If you're somebody who has confidence of ordering, you can do that elsewhere and get it for a much better price. But that's up to you. Confidence level is all up to you. Leather jackets, quality, interested in prices. Well, they're going to tell you $250 for a leather jacket, and they'll probably give it to you for $110 if you keep haggling or try to walk away. I've had bad experiences in leather jacket places. Once here with my wife, and once here with another group of guys from the UK. Both times got very testy and like for no reason whatsoever. And I just find the leather places, since it's not branded, I don't really care so much because there's so much selection here. If you watched my clothing video I dropped about 2 months ago, in the Grand Bazaar I showed you, you can walk 10 to 15 feet. There's another leather place every 10 to 15 feet, and every place had a different price, kept getting lower and lower and lower for the same jacket. So whatever they say to you, you're probably going to cut the leather jacket in half because they're not branded. What else? Yeah, constantly improve my technology. Yes. It's expensive, but less headaches. One of the biggest things when I was live streaming here for the last 2+ years was the frustration of how bad the internet service is in Istanbul. And there was no way around it. Nothing I could do other than going the extreme high-end route to build a streaming system that allows me to do higher quality consistently. And it's costly, extremely costly. Like, I'll just put it out there. I spent just on data alone for this 2-week trip. I spent so far, not including my phones, just for this is almost 700 so far I spent on data to cover me for these 2 weeks, and it's expensive. But it's the only way I can get multi-connections, 4 connections into one. That's how I do it. That's why the quality's better. How much is the white backpack up there? That is a Christian Dior, and I would guess the starting price, I don't know offhand, but for me, any of these backpacks are the high quality ones. The range is usually like 400 to 800 depending on the model, and that's opening price. But that's usually the norm in high quality. 450, 500, but some of them range from 400 to 800 for the backpacks. So it all depends which one it is. But like I said, a place like this, they might have a lot of different backpacks, but they only bring in 2, 3, 4, maybe max. And once it's gone, because they get them from China and things like that, so they don't have an abundance of them. So you might be here one day, see it, come back the next day, and that one's gone. Like he said, he got one of the white, one of the black one was gone the first day. So now you only have the white. Remember, opening price. It's all opening price. You have to haggle. All right, guys, we're going to get out of here. The wife and I are going to call it. We're going to go back so I can charge up some gear. She needs to get a coffee. And that is going to be it for now. I want to thank you guys for watching. We're going to stream again shortly. So hang on. Make sure you got all your notifications set so you guys know when we go live. And that's it. I'm going to stop talking now.
No, I'm all right.
Yeah, I'm happy with those. I like